These are your hard facts. I have had a cough and a slight fever as well as the sniffles since I heard that coronavirus is in Lagos. Who else has had these symptoms since you heard about the news that we have finally a case here in Lagos? I don't know about you, but it's been happening to me and I've been freaking out low key, but I think it's nothing. I think it's just hysteria, really. My cat woke me up. You know, I have cats, right? Two of them. And so one of them woke me up in the middle of the night yesterday. Normally, I would go back to sleep when they wake me up, but I don't know why I checked my phone. And as I unlocked the screen, bam, I saw breaking news. Confirmed case of coronavirus in Lagos. The sleep left my eye, fiam, like this. My goodness, it will take more than a single case of coronavirus in quarantine to stop hard facts. Let me tell you that. Agogo and I are here to bring you insights into today's most important topics. We break them down, give you the facts, so that you can form an informed opinion. And any show you miss right here on Hard Facts, you can actually catch on our various social media platforms: YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Nigeria Info FM. I have a great show for you today. It's Friday, so we're starting with Global Review, and we don't have a global big three today because there's only one global story that we can call big: coronavirus spreading to so many countries, including Nigeria. And after that, as usual for Friday, we're bringing you ideas with our Yobe, as well as Public Square with Agogo Obo and Rochimi Sankari. And then we're going to wrap up the show with Music and Moments with Ifanyi and Sam. Agogo is in meetings today, so it's just you and I, as usual. Throughout the show as well, we're bringing you the latest updates in news, sports, entertainment, business. But I cannot wait to get started with today's Global Review.
This is Global Review on Hard Facts.
Now, if you listen to us all the time, you would know that we let Nigeria rest for a bit on Fridays and go abroad to find out what's happening in the other parts of the world. But Nigeria is not resting today because the global story is now officially a Nigerian story too. Do you know what to do to guard against coronavirus? That's a question I'm going to be asking you throughout the show. Do you know what to do to guard against coronavirus? Let's get into this story. Day after day on Hard Facts, I told you that the day's big hard fact was that there was no confirmed case of coronavirus in Nigeria. Well, the facts changed yesterday. As you know by now, Nigeria confirmed her first case of COVID-19 yesterday. The Federal Ministry of Health confirmed that the index patient is an Italian man who flew into Lagos on Tuesday. He was diagnosed at Luth and is currently undergoing treatment in isolation at the infectious disease center Yaba. Actually, somebody finally tested positive. Heard from both the federal and state. Like I said, the Ministry of Health confessed. But they also told us that everything as expected. The lab at Luth, for instance, National Center for Disease Control, NCDC. The government has been assuring since last month that they have been up the NCDC's ability to detect 19 and also to monitor untracked cases properly. So we've already seen two negative results before this number. So it kind of seems like NCDC is getting in terms of testing. Now, in the Ministry of Health's official statement, they also confirmed that they're working to track down everybody since his arrival in Nigeria Tuesday. This is critical because everyone he came close to is in danger of being dead. And if they are infected, the risk that they will infect other people. This is job right now is to find all the people patients got close to and then find they got close to. It's a tough job because the number is very big, very fast. For example, right now in California, the authorities have 1,400 people under surveillance. That imagine having to track movement of 1,000 people. That's what's happening in California, right? And there's been a lot of discussion about news on true. That I found the middle of the time back is because I was busy online. And at first, lots of criticism of the government. People were asking how someone could have come into at the airport and not been screened coronavirus. But here's the truth. The virus is difficult to detect. Most patients don't have temperature right away. So all those heat scanners and thermometers at the airports may simply why the richest countries, the most sophisticated airports are seen come in with the virus. USA, UK, the UAE, the Netherlands, Canada. So no matter whether the country is rich or poor, coronavirus is, well, maybe it's not fair to blame government for one man, but I don't think about that. First, I want to know from you, how are you? We're going to tell you about the steps of measures to protect you from COVID-19. But first, I want to know if you are prepared. I was listening to Ugochi and Sheriff on my way in on WhatsApp Lagos, and they continue to mention how this was a collective effort. This is not a government problem only. It's all of us now. We all have to play our part. And that's why I'm asking, how prepared are you? I want to know how prepared you are. So call me, tell me what you know about coronavirus. Seriously, tell me. Tell me, how does it spread? This consider this a pop quiz, to test yourself, to see what you know. How does it spread? What are you supposed to do to protect yourself from coronavirus? What are you supposed to do to protect others from coronavirus? Do you know the symptoms? I'm setting an exam for you right now, so I'm going to be marking your script and, telling you if you passed the coronavirus awareness test or not. Our numbers are 01277 0993, 01277 1993, 01277 2993, and 01277 3993. So again, the questions are very, very simple. What do you know about coronavirus? What do you know? How does it spread? How prepared are you? What are you supposed to do to protect yourself from it? What are you supposed to do to protect others from it? Do you know the symptoms of coronavirus? Consider this an exam. Seriously, if you pass, I'm going to, I don't know what I'll do for you, but I'm going to do something very nice, something very special. Okay. So again, our numbers are 01277 0993, 01277 1993, 01277 2993, and 01277 3993. Of course, leave us messages via social media. Twitter is at Nigeria Info FM, Facebook also Nigeria Info FM, and YouTube, where we're streaming this conversation as well, is Nigeria Info FM. I am Sandra Ezekwesili. It's 25 minutes past 3.
Global Review on Hard Facts. We'll be right back. This is Global Review on Hard Facts.
All right, let's get into it. We've got so many people trying to call the show. I'm Sandra Ezekwesili. Hello to you. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
What's your name, sir?
My name is Samson. I'm calling from Surulere.
Samson, tell me what you know about coronavirus.
What I know about coronavirus is that coronavirus gets spread through shaking hands with somebody who sneezes or cough into his arms.
Okay.
Then another way of contacting it is having a close contact with somebody who has a coronavirus.
Okay.
And also through blood transfusion or anything that has to do with blood.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's the little one.
That's what you know. Do you know how to protect yourself from coronavirus?
Yes, I know how to protect myself from the coronavirus.
Tell me how to protect yourself.
By normal, regular hygiene.
Like?
Washing hands.
Okay.
Giving out a kind of distance of up to 5 kilometers or something away from not getting close to anybody at all.
Okay. Well, 5 kilometers is far, so 1.5 meters is fine.
Yes, 1.5
meters. And
if you notice anybody having any signs of coronavirus, either sneezing, coughing, and all that, vomiting, I can also report the case to the NCDC free lines. I have the lines with me.
Okay. Oh, you have the lines with you?
Yes, ma'am.
Fantastic. All right. We're going to need to put our hands together for this gentleman. He's done very, very well. Well done. Let me talk to Aaron. Let me see if Aaron is going to do better than you. Hello, Aaron.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Aaron. Tell me what you know about coronavirus, Aaron. Hello? Hello, Aaron.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. What do you know about coronavirus?
Yes, the little one that I know is to avoid shaking hands with other people.
Okay.
And in public transport, if you enter public transport, immediately you get out, you have to wash your hands very well.
Okay.
And to keep your environment very clean.
Okay.
Always taking care of anything that will cause disease around you.
Do you know what the symptoms are?
Yes, coughing, sneezing, or if your body is getting hot, you may run to any nearby hospital to go and get your tested to know what is going on.
What are you supposed to do to protect others from coronavirus?
Is to advise them or is to tell them that shaking hand or doing anything or to keep their space away from funky people and all that.
Okay. All right, Aaron. Let me put hands together for you because you did well as well. I've got Akian Labi on the show with me. Is this the lawmaker, Akian Labi?
Oh, yeah. Good afternoon, Sandra.
Good afternoon. So are you Honorable Akian Labi?
No.
No,
I'm just
okay.
an ordinary, I cannot. Yeah.
It's just the same name. Okay.
Yeah, I don't have much to say, but I just want to advise the federal government on certain things.
No. What we're asking now is what you know about coronavirus. Before we get to federal government, let's talk about what Akin knows about coronavirus, how to prevent it, how to protect others from it.
COVID-19,
Okay.
COVID-9, and it's from China, Wuhan, and it's from, from animals that are not supposed to be eaten by nature or humans.
Okay.
And it's respiratory disease and whatever. And what you need to do is to be personally hygienic. Your personal hygiene should be up and high.
Okay.
Washing your hands.
Sorry about that. Let me talk to M.I. in Apapa. Hello, M.I.
Good afternoon, Sandra Ezra Kweseli.
What are you doing in Apapa today instead of Akoka?
No, I said Akoka. I don't know. No, I'm doing anywhere.
Okay. All right. Tell me what you know about coronavirus, M.I.
Sandra, what I know about coronavirus is that we defeat it.
We'll defeat it, he says.
Yes. I'm very positive. We have been here before, very familiar, and I know there's a lot of hysteria, but I don't want to. I don't know if I should. Most of the signs of the protection, how to protect yourself have been said. But permit me, Sandra, to talk about our reaction to it. Right?
We're going to talk about that eventually, all right? So just keep paying attention. But what I wanted to do with that exam is to make sure that we know. So whether you called in or not to answer the questions about what you know about it, how to prevent it, how to protect yourself, how to protect other people, all of that is important that you know for yourself. So do you know what the symptoms are? Now, if you don't know and you're just joining the show, let's go over everything you need to know about the coronavirus so that all of us are prepared. So first things first, the symptoms. Normally, patients will have a runny nose and or a headache and or sore throat and or fever and or cough. Some will complain about weakness. Basically, it's like flu, like when there's rainy season and you have flu. Now, it's very important to know how it spreads. Coronavirus spreads through the air by coughing and sneezing. It can also spread by touch. So if you touch an object that has the virus on it and then touch your mouth, your nose, your eyes, you may catch it. It also spreads through feces, but that is very rare. The government is also saying that it spreads very easily. Now, here's the critical part, prevention, how to stop yourself from catching it. And it's actually very, very straightforward. And well done to everybody who called in. First of all, you wash your hands. Wash your hands a lot. The experts say that the best way is with soap and running water. Not water where we carry from bowl, come give you. You know how we used to do it back in the day. They want running water. But if that is not available, use a hand sanitizer. Me, on my way to work, I went to like 3 different supermarkets and pharmacies looking for hand sanitizers. And Lagosians have bought all the hand sanitizers. So if you have the scoop of where they are selling it, plenty, please holla at your girl. Let me come and get some for myself because I have one final bottle and I don't know how long this thing is going to be here for. Now, the next way to protect yourself is to stop touching your mouth, your nose, and your eyes if your hands are not washed. My guy, since I've been aware that this thing has been in Lagos, or this thing came into Lagos, since I found out about this thing this morning, or early this morning, I haven't stopped touching my face. Like, I didn't realize how much I touch my face until they said, stop touching your face. Like, it's so difficult. I keep catching myself touching my face. What about you? Do you find yourself touching your face all the time? Seriously, try it. Now, they say that it takes practice. You're going to have to work at it and be conscious of it all day and for a long time. But more and more, fight the urge to touch your face. I've been fighting all day, and let me tell you, it's not been easy. Next, you are told to avoid close contact with sick people. Again, I was listening to What's Up Lagos, and they talked a lot about how you don't even know which sickness is which. So it's just best to avoid sick people. Government says you need to stay 1.5 meters away from people, like 5 feet, right? 5 feet. So, wherever you are, just stay 5 feet away from whoever it is that you are talking with, you're standing with, you are sitting with, things like that. Now, something that people really need to pay attention to is cleaning and disinfecting any object that gets touched frequently by people. So things like door handles. God, the anxiety I have thinking about all the hands that have touched the door handles of my studio. Another key area is to avoid infecting other people, right? So while we're on that subject of door handles, your phones as well. You're the only one who touches your phone, yes, but you're always keeping your phone on surfaces. So try as much as possible to keep that clean as well. I don't know how you're going to do that and not damage the phone, but figure out a way. Now, if you're looking at not infecting other people, we all have to go out of our way to protect each other from this thing. So everybody actually has to be looking at not infecting other people. So stay at home if you're sick. Once you start to feel any of those symptoms that we talked about, just stay at home. Don't take the risk. I beg you. Let this thing not spread. Secondly, when you cough or you sneeze, cover your mouth and your nose with a tissue. Then throw that tissue away. Don't reuse the tissue. Throw it away. And if you don't have a tissue, use the crook of your elbow, the point where your where your elbow is, the crook of your elbow. Yes, use that to sneeze instead of your hands. Don't sneeze into your hands because you may not see water to wash the hands. You may not see sanitizer to clean your hands with, and you forget and you touch your face with it, and you touch your mouth with it, or you touch your child with the hands, or you shake somebody's hands with it. So there's a lot. So it's better to just sneeze into the crook of your elbow. That's how you protect everybody else. But it's not enough to stay at home if you don't feel well. Please report yourself to the NCDC or the state government. They're not going to harm you. They're just going to give you the best care possible. Nobody's going to harass you. It's going to save your life and my life. So I'm going to give you the numbers again. All right. So if you or your loved ones start feeling any symptoms, please give these numbers a call. The numbers are 0802 316 9485. 0802 316 9485. You can also call 0803 356 5529. 0803 356 5529. And then we have as well 0805 281 7243. Now, this is the number for the Lagos State Coordinating Center. 0805 28 17243. These three numbers I gave you are the numbers for the Lagos centers. Now, all of this information I have given you have also been given to you by government. And that's where I want to talk about. That's where I want us to come to next. It's important that if you've not heard anything from government, you let me know. because government needs to know whether or not their messages are reaching you. So when you call, tell us if you've heard these messages these symptoms, these tips, these things that I've been sharing with you. Tell me whether you've heard an announcement somewhere on the radio, on TV, with a town crier, on a newspaper. Have you heard this announcement from the government, not from Nigeria Info, from the government anywhere? Where did you hear it? Was it radio? Was it TV? Was it town crier? Was it social media? Just tell me. 01277 0993, 01277 1993, 01277 2993, and 01277 3993. Have you heard these messages? I'm asking because government keeps saying that they're sending these messages out, so we need to make sure that they're actually being very effective. So let's talk to Karen. Hello, Karen. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
Yes.
So have you heard these messages from government? What I just shared with you, have you heard it from government?
Yes.
Okay, what did
I have it on TVC News this morning.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Thanks for calling to share that. Joseph is calling us as well. Hello, Joseph.
Is it?
Hello, Joseph. You're live on the show now.
Okay, good afternoon, Sandra.
Good afternoon to you. Have you heard these messages from government?
I heard it through radio, not through government.
Okay.
But especially on your station.
Okay. So this station is where you've heard it. You've not heard any of these things from the government itself?
Not at all.
Okay. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, thanks for calling.
This is Nedu.
Nedu, welcome. Go ahead. Have you heard this from government yet?
Yes.
Yes?
No.
Where?
Yeah. TVC.
TVC. All right. So we've got Jonah calling us. Hello, Jonah.
Sandra, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Have you heard these messages from government?
No, I didn't hear it from government, although I saw the message from my health center, which is Health Plus.
Okay.
So they send me my insurance company, so they send me the message that this is
what's going on.
We have a coronavirus, whatever, and how you
So a private entity.
protect yourself and whatever.
Okay.
And then the first in the morning when I just tuned on 99.3, I just heard from there before that message coming. So
okay. All right.
I'm really close to the Nigerian Info. Well done, guys.
All right. Thank you, Jonah. James in Lekki. Hello.
You really make people understand what is going on around Lagos.
Hi, James. Thanks for calling us.
Thank you.
Yes. So have you heard this same message from the government?
And I hear from your station.
All right, James. Thanks for calling. Our final call is Brown. Hello, Brown.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Have you heard this message from the government?
Again?
Have you heard what I just shared with you with the tips and the prevention and what it is and all of that? Have you heard that from government?
Not yet. I saw it on social media this morning, actually.
Okay, social media, Brown says. Okay, so I was asking that question because government needs to know whether its messages are reaching you or not, because government is actually sharing these messages out and they're currently listening to the show. So it's great that they've heard, that you haven't heard from them. So perhaps they're going to amplify the messages that they're sending out. And it's not just government that is talking about coronavirus. That's also another thing. There are a lot of people, both online and offline, that are saying different things. And some of them are accurate, Now, things like what I say to you, very accurate, but, information that you get directly from Nigeria Info is the same information you'll get from the NCDC and other authorities. But some other people are giving you very inaccurate information. So there's a lot of fake news out there. There's a lot of false reports out there. And in its statement last night, the federal government warned Nigerians to beware of fake news. And that made me truly curious. I really wanted to know why fake news starts in situations like this. I mean, somebody somewhere just decides, I'm going to send a WhatsApp message that someone with coronavirus is in so and so hotel. I mean, what kind of person will do that? So, in a situation like this, with a deadly disease on our hands, it's very important that you know which sources to trust for accurate information. And the government has told the public the best sources for information. So it's very important that you only take information that is coming from trusted sources. Please don't believe just anything or everything you read on WhatsApp or on social media. And please, before you share something that you received online, cross-check it with the NCDC to make sure the information is legitimate. Yes, coronavirus is dangerous, but panic is also dangerous. And so we have to be careful not to cause a panic, especially with fake news. Because they say that a lie will go halfway around the world before the truth can even wear its shoes. Now, the Lagos state government also addressed the public. The governor has tweeted, and he also sent out a message that if you haven't heard, well, here you are.
So we had a traveler that started his journey from Milan on Monday, the 24th of February. He transited through Istanbul on Turkish Airlines and arrived in Lagos on Monday night at 9 p.m. He spent the night in a hotel near the airport, and on Tuesday morning, he moved on to his business in Ogun State, where he's engaged by a corporate entity. He carried out business in Ogun State within the confines of that company on Tuesday and on early part of Wednesday. In that company, he spent the night in their accommodation, which is a confined environment, guest house. By the afternoon, he started to develop symptoms of high fever and body pains. He presented to the company medical facility where the investigation began. Because he gave a history of his origin from Italy, where we know there is a young outbreak happening, it was very astute of the medical practitioners in that facility to keep him overnight in an isolated environment. They contacted us at the biosecurity unit in Lagos for assistance. We immediately asked them to transfer the case to Lagos. He was brought to our high containment facility in Yaba on Thursday morning. Immediately he arrived, he was put into strict isolation and the appropriate tests were ordered. Within hours, we received the signal.
And that was Professor Kia Bayomi, the Commissioner for Health here in Lagos State, telling us that the patient actually left Lagos when he arrived from Milan, went to Ogun State, and when he was at Ogun State, he fell ill and then was taken to a hospital, and the hospital suspected coronavirus and alerted the NCDC. So there are concerns, of course, about who this patient interacted with in Ogun State, because now this means that two states have been exposed to the virus. But at the same time, the NCDC is saying that they've rolled out an operation to track everyone he interacted with. In fact, the deputy governor said that on a TV show this morning that he appeared on. He said that they have commenced tracking of every single person that he was in contact with. They've told us time and again that they've been preparing for this scenario for weeks, right? And so far, they don't seem to have put much of a foot wrong. So I wonder what you think about the efforts of the federal and the state government. What do you think about the efforts that they're making? What do you think about their response? What do you think about their communication with the public? How would you assess it? 01277 0993, 01277 1993, 01277 2993, and 01277 3993. Thanks for calling us.
Hello?
What's your name?
Yeah, this is Olumide.
Olumide, go ahead.
Yeah, I feel like what the government is doing is making sense and it's good.
Okay.
Yeah, I think in a couple of weeks, I think they should be able to clear the coronavirus from the ground.
Okay. All right. Let me talk to Darlington. Hello, Darlington.
Yeah, Sandra, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm okay. How about Togogo?
He's in a meeting.
All right. For me, for them to have allowed this man to enter town from the airport, it's a great mistake. Why didn't they stop him at the airport if they were really prepared? How did he escape from the airport? How? Remember that he came in on the 25th and fell ill on the 26th. Within that 2 days, a lot would have happened.
Yeah, but like I said when I started, it's possible that he did not have a temperature. It's possible that he didn't have any symptoms. And for a lot of airports all over the world, even more sophisticated than the Nigerian airports, if you don't have symptoms, you're going to be able to get through screening.
You mean the airport appeared just after he arrived?
His symptoms, yes. He fell ill after he arrived. So he didn't have any symptoms at the airport. Now, this is me making an assumption. Like, I do not know
Yes.
that this is what happened.
Let me tell you what I feel. I am sure this man was not properly screened.
No, but again, like I said when I started, this virus is actually difficult to detect without blood tests. So the only thing they could have done was done a blood test.
But there is no way this man wouldn't have had the symptoms as at 25th when he came in here.
How do you know
Because
there's no way?
just one day.
How do you know there's no way he didn't have symptoms before the day? You don't know
Because it
that.
was just a day between 25th and 26th. I mean, it couldn't have become that severe
No, things happen.
if he did not have it before.
Think about it. When you've gotten the flu, Darlington, there are times when you have the flu and the symptoms just come out of nowhere. And you were feeling fine for a while. But all that time it was incubating in your system.
Anyway, I don't know how they will track those he contacted, though. That is my fear now. The restaurant he went to and all that.
Well, Obafemi Hamzat actually said something about that.
This young man came in from Italy, in Milan, came in on the 25th. He has a consultancy job with a company in Ogun State. So he landed on the 26th, went to Abeokuta, Ewekoro, and then he fell ill. And I think the doctors were smart enough to say, well, this is somebody coming from Italy that just suddenly fell ill. And then so they took him. So we sent an ambulance there with the PEP jackets. So they brought him in, and then he was diagnosed. The good thing is that he was brought in yesterday morning. Within 4 hours, he's been diagnosed. So our diagnostic tools seems to work better than we expected. It takes about 8 hours, but within 4 hours, we are able to determine that, okay, it's now biosecurity lab in Yaba. It's a lab that we built that can accommodate 100 for now.
Okay.
But it's only one bed that is occupied today. Hopefully it won't spread, but so we are ready, well equipped. So it's there and it's getting better. The challenge is not for people to have the virus. If you don't know that's the case, it's known that he has it, it's going to be okay, it's steady, the doctor told that it's going to be fine. So what we are doing now is, it came through one airline, so they're trying to track everybody on that flight. So he went from Lagos to Ewekoro. Who has he met? What has happened? So those are the people that they are tracking, isolate them, and then check.
All right. Friday, Nikoyi, hello.
Hi, Sandra. Okay, I've been old enough for quite a while. Okay. Yeah, that's the thing. I think it's imperative that we take this thing very seriously. I'm not going to deny that. But that's the thing. I'm not too scared of the virus. Reason being, I lived in the UK many years ago.
Okay.
My brother once had malaria. He was quarantined. They see malaria like a plague. So in those countries, in the UK, in America, and possibly China, they do not know how to handle such diseases. I've lived here most of my life now.
Okay.
My immunity to malaria is second to none, I believe. Last time I had malaria, I didn't even bother going to the hospital. It's almost like that. So I think that's the reason why there were, unconfirmed reports that chloroquine was effective against the
COVID-19.
Yes. So basically, what it is it's going to come and go. The survival rate, it's been reported, has been over 90%, which tells you it's just another strain of maybe the common flu. But because people overseas are not used to having any such thing, I'd advise everybody, before people start coming from it, say, the guy said it's nothing. No, it's actually something. Protect yourself as much as you can, but it's not Ebola. So it's not as bad as it sounds.
All right, Fred, thanks for calling. Zain Aliyu is in Ogun State. That's the last call we'll take. Hello, Zain.
Hello.
Thanks for calling. Good afternoon.
The issue on ground is that since we know the countries that are currently affected by this coronavirus, I think people coming into Nigeria should be stopped.
It may be too late for that.
I mean, they can be quarantined at the airport.
Okay.
Since you said it's difficult to assess the virus.
Yes.
And the easiest way is to test for blood test. Then you give them and let the people come into the country to stay there for a while, to stay at the airport for a while, quarantine them and check them. Like this man that just came into Nigeria, and the case broke out 3 days ago. Assuming the man was quarantined at the airport, this issue could have been taken care of.
Could have been
spotted. And now the man has gotten into contact with to a lot of people. Possibly thousands.
No, I don't think it's thousands. Well, I mean, if you think about who the people he got in contact with, got in touch with, and who they got in touch with, and who those ones got in touch with, it's a nightmare. But let's not think about that and try all we can do to protect ourselves, because that's all we have control over, really. And also then support the government while they try to do what they're doing. And how do you support the government? By not spreading fake news that will cause a panic. Get all your information from Nigeria Info, because we're getting all our information from the NCDC. So disregard anything you're seeing on social media that doesn't have accreditation to the WHO, to NCDC, to the Ministry of Health. If these are not the people that information is quoting, and if you get that information and they say according to the Ministry of Health, go to the Ministry of Health's Facebook, go to their Twitter, go to their website. They will have the same information online as well, and then make up your mind what the truth really is. Thank you for being a part of this show today. Be safe. Have a great weekend. I need to mention very quickly that COVID-19 is not just a strain of the common flu. It's in the same family as SARS and MERS, right? It's killing far more people than the flu percentage-wise. So we actually need to be very worried about it, but at the same time, just take practical steps like washing your hands. Washing hands, very life-saving. And don't forget, if you know where to buy hand sanitizers, let me know so I can cop some for myself as well. I'm Sandra Ezekwesili. I am back on your radio on Monday at 3:15 p.m. So join us, all right? And keep it right here.
99.3, your reliable station for more information around Nigeria.